Hello everyone, it's Allie from Titan and welcome back to our channel. I am here with our first personal break of the night to have another draft booster box here of the newest Magic Gathering release, Time Spiral Remastered. This box is for Christopher F. from New Jersey, so thank you so much, Christopher, for letting me open this one up for you. Hope to find you some awesome cards to add to your collection. Now, if you did miss it, last night we did have a live half case opening and also a couple personal breaks where I donned my Liliana the Veil cosplay. Go ahead and link it right up there, and we actually did find a foil time-shifted Chalice of the Void, so definitely really cool pull there. So we've pulled foil Chalice, we've pulled foil Yawgmoth. We have yet to find a foil Ponder or a foil Thoughtseize, so I'm still holding out hope that we will pull a foil Thoughtseize. Now we do have 4 boxes tonight. This one here for Christopher, 2 up next for Daniel A, and 1 up last for Alex F. Then also a single box during our live stream tomorrow night, and then we'll be done with personal breaks at Time Spiral here. We're all sold out, of course, trying to get more, but as of right now, we have no more boxes available for personals, live or recorded. So tonight will be our last recorded personal breaks at Time Spiral for at least a good amount of time. I won't say never, you never know what will happen, but for at least a good chunk of time. And of course, our last live box tomorrow evening. Let's go ahead and get on into this one for Christopher. I'm very excited to see what we will find. Let's snap ourselves into the corner, and I do want to give you guys a semi-important update. I mean, it's not super important, but if you like watching me open up Magic, or you like watching me open up stuff in cosplay, it will be important to you. Bossman did give me the go-ahead for a Professor Onyx cosplay. I do have a small budget. I did promise on that live stream, if we got to 1,000 likes, I'd do some sort of live opening of Strixhaven when it comes out. So I will do my best to try and put together something. It won't be 100% accurate. Not as accurate, of course, as my Liliana the Veil cosplay. I did have that specifically made, and that was quite expensive. My budget is nowhere close to the same for the Professor Onyx. However, her costume does look a bit more simple. So I am going to be looking for more pieces to try and get that put together later tonight. We're starting off with a Venser for our first rare. So, like I said, I did promise if we got that live stream to 1,000 likes, I'd do live openings of Strixhaven on release day. Go ahead and let me know over there in that chat if you want to see maybe like a midnight release party or just, you know, throughout the day like a regular live stream. But you guys got to get that video, well, stream to 1,000 likes. We're already over halfway there. Last time I checked, the likes are about 650. So, still some ways to go, but the majority of the way is already there. So if you want to see live Professor Onyx Lily openings of Strixhaven, make sure you go like that video if you've not done so already. Alright. Very curious to see what we'll find here. Also during our live stream, like I said, we found a foil Chalice, but we also found our first box that didn't have a time-shifted foil. Thankfully, that box still did have some really nice Mythic and Rare pulls, but it was still disappointing, won't lie about that. Hopefully, we continue to see boxes that have not only 1, but 2 foil time-shifted cards per box. Here, let's continue for Christopher. Now, I know these videos are coming up tonight pretty late. I hope that all of them, hey, we have our first Mythic Ancestral Vision. I hope all of them will be up by midnight Eastern. Although it doesn't actually particularly change anything because we've already used all the notifications, so if it goes up after midnight, doesn't make a big deal. For me personally, I'd like to see them all with the proper upload dates. But, especially like up next, Daniel A's boxes. He has 2, and he is from California. So, as long as it's up before 3 a.m., it'll still be today for him. But still, just for like consistency's sake, I like making sure they're all on the same day. But, at this point, and unfortunately, for me, fortunately for everything else, it doesn't actually matter. Because the way I initially thought notifications was that it resets in a 24-hour time period. So, well, that's actually how it works. But it resets once a day. So I was like, all right, when midnight rolls around, we'll have new notifications. That's why I was like, woo, I'll upload Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And get all the notifications rolling. It doesn't work like that. Apparently, it's every 24 hours. So I'd have to time all the videos exact to cash in on the notifications. So that's why sometimes, even though I upload on Tuesdays, no one watches them because people literally don't know there's videos. Be like that sometimes. But you guys have been really excited about all the Time Spiral openings. I was looking, I was like, wow, these are getting a lot of views, even though they're very long videos, and we have been having a lot of them on the channel. So I'm glad you all are still enjoying Time Spiral openings. All good things must come to an end, though. Like I said, our last recorded one's tonight, and then our last live one tomorrow, the 27th. Depending on when you guys are watching, I like to specify. Gossamer Phantasm. But this week has been absolutely slammed here at Titan. Wednesday did have that release of Upper Deck Series 2 Hockey. So there's been a lot of single sales from that, as well as a lot of boxes in the queue ready to go for personal breaks. So I have been absolutely swamped. If you were here during our live stream, at one point I had mentioned, someone was saying I look a bit tired, and I was like, well, since last Friday, not including the hours worked on Thursday, I was here 60.5 hours. So putting in the work, definitely not, I mean, it is on the higher end of how much I work per week. I do a lot. Silversmith. Sliversmith. That makes more sense. It's a sliver card. Sliversmith. Also, I never used to have problems with slivers, and now I feel like half the time I accidentally call them silvers. I think it's just a side effect of me being tired. But April is looking pretty hectic as well for releases. Didn't realize that Strixhaven's already coming out April 23rd. So that is sooner than I expected. So kits, pre-release kits should be here on the 16th then. So 2.5 weeks till we can start doing kit personal breaks. Well, 3 technically, today's Friday. But yeah, so pretty soon Strixhaven will be here. Not sure if you guys have been keeping up with the Mystical Archives reveals. Saw a pretty cool one, I think, early this morning. Not sure if it came out yesterday, it was released yesterday, or this morning. But Teferi's Protection. So that should be a pretty cool one. That card, to my knowledge, prior to this reprint, it's about 30 bucks, so definitely a nice one. I'm liking the majority of the art. There was a very odd style. It was like a combination of like realistic and also super like pop arty, cartoony. For, I believe it was Faithless Looting. And a lot of people, I remember reading comments on Reddit when it was first came out, they thought it was fake. And it is a weird combination, not to my particular art style, but I like seeing the discussion around, I guess, more discussion promoting arts. Doesn't mean it's necessarily a bad thing. I just thought it was an interesting design choice for that card. I didn't get the Faithless Looting feel from it. But hey, I mean, to each their own. What do we have here? We have a Hivestone and Goblin Engineer. So far, we have one Mythic, no foil rares or Mythics or time shifted just quite yet. And we still have a good chunk of the box left to get through here for Christopher. Jaya, Primeval Titan, and Porphyry Nodes is our first foil rare. Speak, and they do come. Singir Nosferatu, Fibblethit, and Ethereal Armor Time-Shifted Foil. I do not think we've pulled this one just quite yet. But I feel like the white foils are always extra shiny. The white really does a good job at reflecting, especially this ring light right here. Let's go ahead and get that top loaded. Every time I'm like, I don't know what it's worth. They all tend to be over $40, so go ahead and put in the top loader just to be safe. Ethereal Armor for Christopher. My rule used to be, you seem to be getting 3 different fancy foils, whether that be a mix of time-shifted foil rares or foil mythics, per box. Used to be, we would see like maybe 1 of each of these in foil, 1 time-shifted, or 1 foil rare and 2 time-shifted foils. Did break that streak that we've been having. I thought it was just going to be a rule for all the boxes. We did break that last night. Did find a box that had, I think, 3 foil rares and 2 time-shifted foils, so it had extras in both departments. I thought that was just going to be like a good way to gauge whether you're going to get another time-shifted foil or not. I mean, here, if we went by that methodology, we'd be on the edge. I mean, we have 1 of each so far. But if we saw another foil rare, I wouldn't get our hopes up. But, you know, I guess anything could happen. There you go, next pack. Angel of Salvation, Field of Ruin. Collision Relic, Intangible Virtue. Flagstones, Evolutionary Leap, and foil Dreadship Reef. Not a foil rare, just a foil uncommon. Saravenger, Lab Maniac, and Erratic Mutation foil. I believe we've crossed the halfway point of this booster box already. Fungus Sliver, Stinkweed Imp, Joyra, Temur Ascendancy, Evrata Heir to Keld, and Become Immense for our next time-shifted card. Just like how Time Spiral has one time-shifted per pack, Strixhaven will have one of those mystical archives per pack. I'm curious to see what that will do to the value of those cards. Of course, collector boosters, as well as Japanese releases, so Japanese set boosters, Japanese collector boosters, regular draft boosters, will have the Japanese alternate arts, kind of like War of the Spark. Well, no. Let me take that back. War of the Spark had a 50% chance, because you got one Planeswalker per pack. 50% chance of getting the Japanese alternate art in Japanese boosters. This will kind of be like the, I'll say the Ikoria one's Japanese language. Just actually with exclusive art. So mix between the War and the Ikoria release. Very exciting. Lots of really cool arts. I don't know if all of them have been revealed yet. But the Demonic Tutor, I think that's which one it was. That one looks super cool. It was a tutor. And it was a black tutor, but the name is escaping me right now. I think it's Demonic Tutor. It could be something else. That one looked super cool. They're only available in the Japanese language. Well, you can actually get them in collector boosters without, like, even English released collector boosters, without having to order Japanese ones. Now, our distributor, Southern Hobby, did offer us Japanese set boosters. We do have several of those on order. But otherwise, I think most people will be hunting for those in the collector boosters. I would imagine foils of stuff like that Tutor, Teferi's Protection, those sound like some good money tickets right there. But like I said, we'll have to see, especially with one coming out per pack. I mean, prices have held pretty well on these here, the time shifted, although Time Spiral 1 is a higher cost to entry. Also, harder to find. So, not as hard to find as Data Live, the new White Shorts product. That stuff is nuts. But Time Spiral, definitely kind of drying up. And the prices are just continuously going up, too. So, they're different situations, but I'm curious to see how those Strixhaven prices hold. I feel like normal showcase frames out of standard sets don't hold very well unless it's like a super playable card. Like Brazen Borrower, when that card was pretty relevant with Throne of Eldraine. That did hold very well in showcase pricing compared to the regular. But in general, I feel like they're not crazy. I mean, the Vorinclex, I think, is still pretty up there. But I think the rule is it has to be like pretty useful card in multiple formats for the price to actually be a significant difference between the regular and the fancy frame. So I'm curious. I'm very curious to see how Strixhaven plays out. I'm also liking a lot of the arts. Of course, being a magic school, you get like Harry Potter vibes, but it reminds me of just like actual regular college more so. I thought it was going to be leaning into that stereotypical wizard school, but it just reminds me of a college with like the different lessons, with, you know, the actual lesson cards. Yeah, I'm really liking the art. Really liking what I'm seeing from the set spoilers that have been going on recently. Let me know your thoughts on Strixhaven in the comment section down below. Look at that, Mythic number 2. The box took a while to get to our second Mythic, but definitely worth the wait here. Sliver Legion. Everflowing Chalice is our time shifted. We are down, though. I mean, we only have 2 Mythics, 1 foil of each, 1 foil rare, 1 foil time shifted. We are down to the last 4 packs. This one's open, so technically 3 sealed packs left. We have Walk the Eons and SRAM. Dryad Arbor, Dreadhorde Arcanist. Alright, second to last pack here. Maybe I put something in the wrong pile. Feels very odd to have only had 2 mythics. I'll actually check once I'm finished here. Heartwood Storyteller, Silence, and Search for Tomorrow. Do we have anything orange peeking out here? We do! We have a Hypergenesis. I did miss that one. And that was before the Lotus Bloom, so I think we actually pulled that before the Sliver Legion. So, Sliver Legion actually mythic number 3. Now, we have seen a couple boxes with only 3 mythics. Let's go ahead and check out our last pack here. Let's see if we can snag Christopher a 4th mythic. And I'm going to double check our foils as well. I feel like we're due for some other kind of foil. Could have misplaced it in all my Strixhaven distracting discussion. We do have Mythic 4 here, Restore Balance, Thoughtseize, and another foil rare here, Jaya. Nice pack. Sleeve up the Thoughtseize. Thoughtseizes are now over $40 for the non-foils. And we did get nice pack, nice last pack there. Another Mythic, foil rare, and Thoughtseize Time Shifted. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way. Don't need it, yeet it. And I'm going to straighten up here and then do our recap on this box for Christopher. I know some people do like to skip to the end. But also, as we're going through the box, especially in a longer opening like this one, may forget some of the pulls. So I really do enjoy doing the recap for my own personal memory refresh, and for you guys as well. So let's go ahead and look here. We did have 2 foil rares, Porphyry Nodes and Jaya Ballard, Task Mage. 4 mythics, Ancestral Vision, Sliver Legion, Hypergenesis, and Restore Balance. And 1 very nice non-foil Time Shifted and Thoughtseize. And a foil Time Shifted Ethereal Armor. Extra shiny. And for our rares, let's go through those. Don't believe we saw a Pact of Negation or an Urborg here, but let's take a look at everything. Then have a Flagstones as well as a Dryad Arbor, Slaughter Pact. A regular Jaya to match our foil. There's Porphyry Nodes to match our foil as well. Teleria West and Venser. Then let's look at the rest of our time-shifted cards. Arcanist, Wastes. Lab Maniac. Primetime. Bajuka Bog. Remand. Treasure Cruise, and that'll do it for our recap here. Well, that does it for this box. Just 1 time shifted foil, much better than 0. Always love to see 2, but now that we've had a 0 box, I am very thankful to have at least 1. Thank you so much, Christopher, for letting me open this on up for you. Really hope you enjoyed the opening and love these new additions to your collection. We are still on the hunt here for a foil Thoughtseize. Maybe we'll find one next for Daniel or later for Alex, or maybe we just won't see one here on the channel, which would be sad, but hey, they are very difficult to pull. It is a very large set of time-shifted cards. We've seen a variety with only a few duplicates, so definitely not the greatest odds to find a foil Thoughtseize, but I'm still holding out hope, you guys. But like I said, thank you so much, Christopher, for letting me open this on up for you. Hope you enjoyed it and love these new additions to your collection. All of you out there watching, of course, I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. Comments from me, feel free to leave those down below. I know I was asking you guys a lot of your thoughts on Strixhaven. If you have any responses for me, please go ahead and leave those down below. And of course, perhaps this is your first time here, or you've been back a few times and have yet to do so, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, especially if you want to see more Magic openings or other TCGs, non-sports, and sports products here with yours truly. I'd love to have you with us here in the Titan Cards family. Before I get on out of here and into our next Time Spiral opening, do have to give a big shout out to all of our channel members. Thank you so much, you guys, for going above and beyond with your support of the channel. We really, truly do appreciate it. Do have 6 Black Label fans, and in Bounty Hunter Breaks, Epicenter Gaming, Sean F., Stephen Olivo, and Stephen Bly. We also do have 9 Gemman fans, Alberto M., Anthony Basileo, Chris Rivers, Devon, Dusty Archuleta, Jerry Etchick Geek, Jake Rhino C., Joe Howe, and Michael C. Thank you so much, you guys, for your above and beyond support, and all channel members do have their names shown on screen at the end of every video. But it is getting pretty late for me right now, and it is 10:04 here on Friday night, so let me go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!